What's going on, everybody? We are back with another video. Husband, wife. Hope everybody's out there having a blessed day. What are we talking about today, love?
Today we have a very interesting topic. It's something that's going to get many people in their fields, but here we go. Today we're discussing if a woman does not want the child, she can have the abortion. Why does the man have to support a child he's not ready for?
Right, so let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, honey. You go first. You go first. I hope you prepped.
This is a little spicy. Because when a woman doesn't want a child, regardless if the man wants it or not, she can go get an abortion. She doesn't need his permission to get the abortion. And if the woman wants to keep the child, she could keep it if she wants. She doesn't need his permission.
But the man is still liable.
But the man is liable for the child even if he doesn't want the child. I don't know.
What do you think?
It seems like the men never win.
Well,
so
man, this is why I said this is a very spicy one. Because firstly, you both consensually created this child.
Right.
You both agreed when making that this might result in us having a baby. Now the woman decides, I'm not ready for it. I'm going to have an abortion.
But what if I'm ready for
I don't
it?
condone abortions. I feel like once you're pregnant, you see through the pregnancy, rather give the child out for adoption. But we're not here or there. That's not the topic. She gets to keep the child, but the man still has to be very responsible for the child. He still has to buy diapers. He has to give the child support financially. He has to be there and be daddy. But if he's not ready to be a father, he fails in all those aspects. He cannot be a father. He cannot be daddy. He cannot be supportive because he's not ready. But why would you put yourself in a situation like that if you were not ready from the beginning?
Right. So women who become pregnant with a man knowingly he doesn't want the child and they still keep the child, why put the man on child support?
Because he's the father.
It doesn't matter if he's she already knows that the man doesn't want to have the child, or he doesn't want to be a part of the child's life.
So she'd rather raise the child by herself?
Yeah, so if you're going to raise a child by yourself, you should be able to financially support the child
but
by
she didn't
yourself.
create the child on her own.
No, she didn't create the child on her own. She chose to keep the child on her own.
See, so it's
right.
both their responsibility.
No, it's not both their responsibility. It's only both their responsibility and keeping the child.
It's both their responsibility. The child is in the picture. The child has two parents, not one. It is both their responsibility.
No, I don't believe it. Unless both parents agree that they're going to take care of the child. If both parents agree they're going to take care of the child, then and then alone, it's both of their responsibility. If the man already told the woman he doesn't want nothing to do with her and the child, if she chooses to keep the child now, then everything should be on her.
Nah. Nope. I do not agree.
Okay, so
I do not agree.
So,
I did not lay by myself. This child is not just mine.
So why did you keep it?
It's our, because she decided she doesn't want to have an abortion for whatever reasons that she doesn't want to have the abortion. Still, that doesn't take away the fact that she is a parent or he is a parent.
Right.
One sec while Dada fixes
Keep going.
the baby. She doesn't take away that he's a parent. You need to be responsible. In life we have consequences. We have to be accountable for everything that we do in our lives. And having a child is one of those biggest responsibilities you'll ever have in life, because it's lifelong. You will continuously support this child mentally, physically, spiritually, up till the point where they don't need you anymore and they can stand on their own 2 feet. Now the child's existence has nothing to do with the child. The child didn't ask to be born. He didn't ask to be created. The child is here fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of Christ. Let the child live. Why take away the child's life when the child had nothing to do with it?
Well, if the shoe was on the other foot now, what if the man wants the child, but the woman didn't. The man still doesn't have a choice.
Well,
She has the right to go get an abortion, but the man wants to keep the child.
this is very.
See-
I could find myself in a very contradictory space. in this,
Seeing
this
how the man now,
conversation.
seeing how the man now can't control the woman's body. It's up to her if she wants to keep it or not. And if she
Right.
chooses not to keep it, he can't do nothing about it,
Even if he wanted it,
even if he wanted it.
right?
Right. So how?
So you feel like the man loses anyway.
Exactly.
He loses if he wanted to keep the child, or he loses if
If
he
he
didn't
didn't.
want to keep
Pretty
the child.
much.
So men just never win.
Not in this system.
I just feel that you should be responsible for whatever that you do.
Absolutely.
You need to be accountable for it from the very beginning, from the conception up till its end. You need to be accountable for everything.
Right. So to try and not to fall in these predicaments or these situations, try not to sleep with people you're not ready to
Ooh,
have kids with.
That is the thing. Love. People sometimes think they're ready to have children, and then the girl falls pregnant, and then they want to dip.
Well, I'm not speaking on that aspect, but you know, people.
Yeah, I'm not ready for it. You're not ready for it when you find out I'm pregnant, right? Now you all of a sudden not ready.
Yeah, in a sense, but if we're at an age now, because we're at 30 plus, you know, but if you're an adult and you find yourself, you know, pregnant, now you have to start thinking about other things than yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and if the man and the woman aren't on the same page, then you have to start looking into why you sleeping without protection.
Why are you
You know.
sleeping around, period?
Or if that's not the person you wanted to, you know, be a baby father or be a baby mother, then why even go through that kind of situation?
Right.
You're supposed to put yourself in a situation that regardless of what happens, you're going to be there for one another. You know, if God forbid she gets an STD or he gets an STD, or you know, something happens, then what? You know, so you just have to be accountable for yourself when you put yourself in certain situations.
That's what I've been saying. You need to be accountable. That you both created this child equally. So accountability is key here. Whether now you guys both, well, if you both decide that we don't want the baby, then we do other steps. You start thinking, okay, how about you carry the child full term and then give the child up for adoption
I got.
rather than terminate the pregnancy.
How about this one? What if the woman and the guy now, they agree to have their child, you know, and halfway during the term the guy leaves? Now what?
Oh, now she's stuck with the
Now she's
with the
stuck
baby,
with the
and they had
baby.
an agreement.
Right. Now
Well,
what?
if that's the case, if she's, you get to a term in your pregnancy where you cannot terminate safely anymore,
Right.
where it's now dangerous for you and the child. So in that instance where he now leaves in the middle of the pregnancy, where it's too late to terminate, she has to carry it. She has to carry it until the end, and then give it up for adoption
If she chooses.
if she chooses.
But now,
But-
is the man still liable for the child? Does he still have
Well,
to
you
support the
know,
child
in
even though
that
he left
instance-
halfway during the
The
pregnancy?
child is here.
No, the
No?
child is still in the womb.
Yeah, but she's gonna carry it, right, till the
That-
end, right?
That was the decision that they made.
See, so
but
if she carries it to the end, he's still responsible.
but he left.
Doesn't matter. We're gonna serve him child support. What? What's that? Like,
why
you
you
don't
can't
feel like
support-
he should pay child support?
I'm not saying what I feel. I'm saying what the people may feel.
I think.
I
if
know what you
he-
think, but what I'm saying is, why not support the child yourself?
And be a single mom.
Pretty much.
Well, the world is full of single moms.
So-
Moms
so-
can do it on their own.
my
But I shouldn't have to do it on my own. When
no,
you're
you
here.
shouldn't. But my opinion is, make sure you could take care of you and your child without the man, even if he decides to leave, and vice versa. If the woman decides to leave or she doesn't want to be with you, make sure you can take care of yourself and the child.
So here's another plot twist. If the mom carries a child full term and the child is now here, and the mom decides that she doesn't want this man to be a part of this child's life, and this man is fighting to be in his child's life, what then should he do when she doesn't want him to be a part of the life of the child?
Take it to court.
She says, no way, Jose.
That's why the
You're
system
not-
is in place. The father now has to fight for visitation and fight for joint custody. So
No, the painful part is that this child has no
yeah, they have no
had-
idea what's
had
going
no
on.
choosing to be in this situation, and this child is in the middle of this whole debacle with the law and the parents, and this child's just
Innocent.
out here.
Mhm.
You know, now the child's carrying the sins of the parents.
Right. But
It's unfair. We shouldn't do that to the kids, but
absolutely not. But
if this is what it's resulted to, yeah.
yeah, so you just have to, going forward, just try and put yourself in a better situation.
Position.
Right, so you don't have
Be
to
smart
go through
about
things like
all
that.
these things.
You know,
Essentially, you know what people used to say back in the day, that you should only have kids with the person you're married to.
Yeah.
They would like try to like curb these
sometimes
things,
that stuff
but
don't
this
work.
is like the reality of
Yeah, you have to
life
be
right now.
realistic
that
nowadays.
it's very rare that you would find people come into a marriage without kids.
right.
It's
Nowadays.
rare. Not that it can't happen. It's very rare. You will find your partner with a child, and
Right.
that's the reality. But either way, let's protect these little people. They didn't ask to be in the situation.
Right. So
So-
regardless of your standpoint, whether you choose to be in a child's life or not, you still have a responsibility. The
To-
child is here. You have to take care of the child.
Right.
A mother and father
Father.
have to take care of the child. The
Mhm.
child is innocent.
If
It-
if the woman doesn't want you in the child's life and you want to be in the child's life, you fight for your child.
Yes, you have
You
to
don't want
fight
that
for your
kid
child.
growing up knowing that daddy didn't want me or daddy didn't fight for me. And if you're a man out there who's impregnated someone who has a child, and you deciding that you don't want this child, you're not ready for it, well, here's news for you. You decided that you wanted to sleep with her. You thought you were man enough to do it then, so you need to man up right now and stand up and be a dad.
Exactly. Point well taken. Period. So I want to thank you guys for watching.
We should probably do like an extension of this video.
Absolutely.
Like a
I think there
part
should be a
two.
part 2.
Yeah.
You think there
we
should
need
be a
to
part
make
2?
a part 2.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
it's
If you think there should be a
expensive.
part 2, comment down below and let us know if there should be a part 2. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and always remember to put God first. And where we gonna catch them, love?
The flip side.